It's being called the Albuquerque Spring. This, the latest mobilization against a city leadership accused of allowing its police to kill with impunity. The U.S. Department of Justice says the majority of fatal shootings by the Albuquerque Police Department between 2009 and 2012 were unconstitutional, and that officers were being taught that violence was normal and desirable.
Boom. You hear my son scream? Maybe 2 minutes later, he was dead.
Mike Gomez's son Alan was fatally shot by a police officer here in 2011. The officer was cleared, although Alan was unarmed.
Their badge isn't a license to kill. I love my son. He was a good kid. He didn't deserve to die.
Albuquerque police were judged to have killed civilians posing minimal threat. It was the shooting dead of a schizophrenic homeless man here in the Sandia foothills on the outskirts of town that catalyzed months of protest. Despite James Boyd expressing his fear he will be shot, he surrenders. An officer then fires a stun grenade. Boyd reaches for a knife and is shot several times. While on the ground, several beanbag rounds are fired. A police dog is unleashed. He was pronounced dead a day later.
He's good.
Thomas Grover has a collection of videos like this. The Department of Justice said a culture of aggression exists at the department. That came as no surprise to Grover, who served on the force for 8 years before becoming a civil rights lawyer.
You had this sort of hypermilitarization, both in the form of conduct and armament, that is not really consistent with really good policing.
The city and the government are now in a long negotiation on reform. Both the mayor's office and the police department declined to be interviewed. But there is skepticism. Several damning reports and pledges of change have come and gone in Albuquerque over the years. The rate of killing only increased. And the police officials hired to oversee reform this time have themselves been accused of excessive force and resisting change. The protesters say they will ensure this opportunity is not missed and that they will march until there is justice. Shihab Brutality, Al Jazeera, Albuquerque, New Mexico.